Hello, welcome back to this weekly series of AmiAmi figure pre-orders roundup, and this will be from the 3rd of March to the 8th of March 2025. A fair few figures to look at today. Comment, like, and subscribe, and definitely comment for your favourite figure as well. That was up for pre-order this week. Links for these figures will be in the description down below. Apart from the adult figures, obviously they'll be at the end of towards the end of the video. Those links will not be included in the description, unfortunately. So I'll get straight on into it. So we've got Kanzarin Sensei, original character. Kana Shinami, sexy bunny figure, 1/5 scale by Nocturne. So this will be a cast off, 33,000 yen, December 2025. So Nocturne do obviously they generally specialize in sort of cast off figures. So that's the original art, looking pretty good. Very much on the lolly-esque side, but that's fine. Okay, she's got everything to bear as well, so definitely true to the source art. Art source, there we go. Yeah, looking pretty good. Like the bunny suit, like the pose, everything seems to be pretty accurate. Painting looks pretty good, and the leather work on the chair is obviously pretty flat, but I think it's just the way they're doing black leather. And she does have a bra that you can put on if you want to have her not as exposed. But I think the crotch area is pretty much always going to be exposed. So yeah. Looking good. I think 33,000 yen is not too bad. 1/5 as well. Definitely a bit more on the larger size. Much closer to quarter scale. So like Wendy quarter there is a 1/5 to give you an idea. So yeah, looking pretty good overall. Probably not something I would get, even though I do like my bunny figures. But I prefer more well-endowed characters than this. But yeah, looking really good overall. Definitely like what Nocturne are doing. Definitely check them out. Goblin Slayer 2. Guild Girl by Union Creative, 22,400 yen, October 2025. Took long enough really to get around to doing the receptionist from the Guild of Goblin Slayer. I thought they would have done that a lot earlier. Yeah, looking pretty good. I think this is Union Creative. So yeah, looks fine. Pretty bog standard with Union Creative, I think, and probably a bit more on the pricier side. What scale is she? Doesn't give a scale, so non-scale. 26.5 centimeters in height. But yeah, she looks good overall. Just pretty bog standard painting. She'd probably go down a bit cheaper, to be honest, overall, because it's not as if there's a ton of detail. Like her hair shading's pretty good. The outfit's got bog standard paintwork, I would say, quality wise. So yeah, good overall, but maybe a bit on the pricier side. Then we got Ranma Heart 1/2 manga. Ranma Sayotomo, 1/7 scale. So I'm guessing that's the series Ranma 1.5 by Proof, 25,240 yen, June 2025. Hopefully they can actually produce this figure, since their previous what I'm aware of from Proof is they had a High School DxD Rias Gremory twin set that you could get of two figures, two of her, and they cancelled it, which I was a bit annoyed about because I was looking forward to getting that one. So hopefully this one can actually be made. He's looking pretty like a bog standard. The red outfit's got some decent shading, but a bit more on the glossy side, I think. It might just be the photos. And the effect parts aren't too bad with the sort of dragon, obviously head coming up behind him. I wish that might have been a bit taller. It might be the angle, if you had him at a different angle. There we go. So a bit more like that. So that angle would probably look a bit better on your shelf. So you probably have to position him a bit more effectively. 25,000 yen now, a bit more on the pricier side. The base is obviously not box end disc, it's sort of concrete stonework, so yeah, looking pretty good. Well, I don't know what Proof's quality of like a track record is, as I said, since they've sort of cancelled a couple of previous ones I'm aware of that were in production and looked pretty much close to being actually released, so yeah. Maybe hold off on this one if this is up your alley. Uzaki-chan, second season Yanagi Uzaki, quarter scale by Freeing, 33,000 yen, October 2025. Yeah, she looks good. Very, pretty much the same as her other, the mum and the sister. So yeah, of the Uzaki-chan Freeing figures. So yeah, looks pretty good. 33,000 yen is actually not a bad price as well. But I think she's on the smaller side anyways out of the Uzaki-chan quarter scales, so she's probably going to be a lot smaller than the rest of them. Oh no, she looks like she's about the same size actually. And then we've got these two bare leg ones as well. So yeah, October 25. She looks pretty good. I think especially if you do like Uzaki-chan, but obviously that series, the hype sort of died off with it. So unless if you really can get the other two for a good price, maybe hold off and see what she behaves like in the aftermarket, since a lot of the freeing figures have, especially from the sort of when then the seasonal anime, they do taper off and actually been in price a bit and go on sale. So you can probably nab a better price if you hold out. Then we've got Azure Lane Atago, OL version 1/6 by AmiAmi, 17,820 yen, February 2026, so nearly a year. Yeah, I love this sort of office outfit. Looks like she could be your secretary or whatnot. Office outfit figures are like super sexy to me. I really like them a lot. You know, with the pencil skirt and like the tights and whatnot. Yeah, it's a very sexy looking figure. Probably wouldn't, because I'm sort of trying to restrict my Azure Lane figures that I get. I probably wouldn't get her. I'll probably add her to bookmarks and see if she gets, you know, if she ends up being like really cheap, then I might nab her. But I don't think I'll be getting this one personally. But yeah, she looks really good overall. Paint job looks perfectly fine as well, especially for the price. So yeah, good value for money I think this one, but it probably will be cheaper, as a lot of Azure Lane ones do seem to go down in price after. Then we've got a binding, Creator's Opinion Dress Up Oni-san, bunny version 1/6 scale, for 33,000 yen, September 2025. So she is looking very sexy. I like this, you know, V-style outfit design. It's definitely a bit more different as well. And then it only just comes up around the back. It doesn't go all the way up. So yeah, looking very nice. The chest area is obviously very well, and she's definitely very well endowed. The one leg stocking, I think with the outfit on, looks good. I think with the outfit off, she doesn't. I don't quite like the look of it. I think I'd want her with 2 stockings if I was going to have her fully cast off. But in terms of this, yeah, she looks really good. I think the one leg stocking. I have seen on MFC some people don't like the one leg stocking. I think it just depends on the overall design and whatnot. It's personal taste, I would say. But yeah, she looks really good. September 25. Yeah, really good looking figure. I wish she was quarter scale though, rather than 1/6. But at least she'll take up less space, I suppose, on your less space on your shelf with her being a slightly smaller figure, so probably less of a base size. And we've got Eve Cananides, character design sheet version 1/6 by Wave, 29,800 yen, September 2025. So very pricey looking figure, or pricey figure for 1/6. But that hair shading, immaculate, I would say. So very nicely done. Like the sort of handcuff design base, is really nice. Outfit is very cute and adorable, like it a lot. I love the pose. Body sculpting is pretty good. And the hair design and sculpt work is very nicely done, especially like the fringe area. They've got a lot of extra strands going on there compared to sort of cheaper figures like Pop Parade, where they wouldn't just have it clumped up. So yeah, there's a lot of definition in terms of the hair as well. So very nice looking figure, with it being a succubus lolly-esque figure with handcuffs. So yeah, very nice. Definitely a good looking figure. Potential one to definitely at least keep a bookmark on, I would say. Then we got Uzaki-chan double Suki Uzaki, bare leg version, quarter scale by Freeing, 33,000 yen, September 2025. So it's bare leg version of the bog standard one, as we saw previously. Yeah, looks fine. I don't know. I think I prefer her with stockings, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I think it's just something to do with bare leg bunnies. I don't really quite like them overall. But yeah, she looks fine overall, and I can't remember if she's cheaper. Since it's been a while, been a couple of years since this one was released, if I remember correctly. And then we've got Uzaki herself, Hana Uzaki by bare leg version, 33,000 yen. Looks fine. Again, obviously the very well endowed, exposing her chest, as her chest is her main weapon in the anime, anyways. So yeah, she's looking pretty good. Not super adorable. I think the facial expression might be a bit on the worse side, but it's going to be exactly the same as obviously the original one with tights, which I would probably see about on the aftermarket how much that is if you were looking to get all 3 of them in your collection. Metaphor Re-Fantasia Gallica version by Kota Pakia, 15,670 yen, October 2025. So, fairy, sort of warrior fairy design. Like the wings, they're quite nice. They look like sort of pane glass designs, so looking quite nice. Hair shading is very good. Outfit, bright colors, very bold. So you don't need a lot of shading there because of there being very bright colors. That's fine. The stand, I would be a bit worried about leaning. and I'd be very worried about these wings and possibly the sword breaking on this. So it'll be something I'll have to take a lot of care with, as there's about a lot of very thin mounting points that are holding obviously the bits and pieces of the figure together. So that's what I'd be worried about, is just damaging it, and how good the packing is actually going to be in terms of the blister pack, and how many bits and pieces actually it has to be disassembled for it to be shipped to you, which then means it's on you whether you damage it when you put it together. So that's what I would be personally worried about. So I probably would wait and see how people report it on the MFC. You know, they might do a video on it, or some pictures, you know, and just hold out to see if there's any reports of people breaking it themselves. Especially those wings, it'd be nice to see if they're actually already pre-assembled on there when you receive it in the box. Genshin Impact, not seen a Genshin Impact character for a while. Yai Miku, Maiko, sorry, 1/7 scale by Apex, 23,320 yen, May 2026. I think this is her in a standard outfit. She looks pretty nice, very good looking figure. I like the base, all the collars and that look really good. Hair shading, very flowing and very well done. Yeah, I like it a lot in this priestess sort of outfit, and with all the shrine maiden outfit, I guess it'll be more accurate. But yeah, very good looking figure. Definitely, I think one to get hold of if you're massive into Genshin Impact. Although it's kind of died off a bit. This one I quite like a lot. Euros Baseball 1/6 by Limland for 16,910 yen, October 2025. So this one is not a cast-offable figure, although it looks like it should be cast-offable. But I love the pose, very, very sexy looking figure, and comes with a coaster for some reason. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, she looks really good. Love the attention to detail, the handprints on the bottom, and obviously she's sliding the baseball bat down between her pants and her boobs. So yeah, very good looking figure. I think I probably will be very tempted to get this anyways, because the price is 17,000 yen for 1/6, and it can go with my Rendy Crawford, who is also a baseball themed character, which baseball is quite prevalent over in Japan anyways. Kasuga Miku Masaki 1/6 by Clips Collectibles, 16,210 yen, March 2026. Very nice priestess or shrine maiden, there we go. Shrine maiden outfit, very well endowed in the chest area. Face is very flat, hair is very flat in terms of detailing and shading as well. It's just got lines going through it. I think you'd be buying this for like the sex appeal, but I think at 16,000 yen for this, the face is just very boring. And the eyes, there's like no emotion there, so it is kind of putting me off. Personally, I would expect this to go down in price quite a bit afterwards. Maybe if she was close to 10,000 yen, I probably would get it. But yeah, not something I would venture for. Then there's also Desert Princess Belle 1/6 for 13,330 yen, so a bit cheaper, March 2026. This one's not as big obviously in the chest area, but does have a face mask that you can take off. This one's a bit better. I like the face a bit better. I think the eyes are a bit more detailed. I think it's the angle of the eyes as well. Hair still very flat, just box standard black paint. There's no shading or anything going on there in the hair. Body sculpt is pretty nice, and there's some shading in the skin tones at least. And the outfit's not as vibrant as the previous one, so that's the only thing. You can't really see the paintwork apart from the gold trim going through here, so like you can't really see the blues or the black V parts. So yeah, unfortunately this one's again a bit more on the worse side, close to the prize figure quality, I would say. And there are other like Chinese manufacturers that have done much better quality paint jobs than this for less money, especially quarter scales as well. So I would probably give both of these a miss from Clips Collectibles, and hopefully they can do better with their next ones. Penatol Magalumeri Ko Lilo Ayui by Furyu, 6,070 yen. It's not from a series I'm familiar with. She looks very nice. I like the outfit. Hair is pretty nicely done, and a decent amount of shading compared to the other ones. A decent amount of shading for a Tental, and it's half the price, less than half the price. So this one's very nice, and the Tental line are pretty big. they are really compared to like they're like Pop Parade, so they're not too bad. This she's obviously a bit more expensive than a Pop Parade, but yeah, very good looking figure I think overall. The face might be a bit bloated. I think there's a bit of excess in the cheeks here, but it could be the angle. So apart from that, where she's got a bit more of a plumpy face, it's like she's been like punched in the cheeks and they're swelling. But apart from that, she looks pretty good. And then we've also got Hatsune Miku Galaxy Live version Tenatol WAIFU for 7,670 yen. So obviously this one's going to be a bit more pricey anyways with it being Hatsune Miku. The hair is like amazing in this one, semi-translucent. Love the gradient change as well, especially like they've got it going through with light going through that hair translucency. So very nicely done, and that's obviously a lot of extra plastic. I'll probably be a bit worried about the mounting points with this, with it being a Tenatol as well. But the outfit looks clean, looks perfectly fine. Sculpt work looks pretty good. Face is angled enough, I would say, and pretty close enough to Hatsune Miku. It's not the best face, but for the price you can't really moan. Yeah, very good looking Tenatol figure I think of Hatsune Miku. Pretty nice overall. If we got this in a scale figure by like Alter, I think it'd be amazing, but then it'd be a lot more expensive. Pop-Up Parade SP Hololive Productions Tokoyami Toa by Max Factory, 6,460 yen. So Max Factory, their Pop-Up Parades seem to be just a bit higher in terms of the paint job that you get at the end of the day. So yeah, I think definitely worth potentially getting hold of, especially if you're into Hololive and you don't want to spend loads of money on them. But yeah, and Pop Parade, I think they're going to do more Hololive figures anyways. They've done some in the past. They're going to keep doing more in the future as more obviously VTubers get involved and then again graduate and phase out and they have to replace them. So yeah, pretty good looking figure. Look quite nice overall. I think if you like Pop Parades, that's fine. I've just kind of grown out of Pop Parades now, so it's not something I personally would go into. Not unless they're amazing ones like, you know, the Berserk, Guts Berserk armor one, something like that, you know, where it's just like insanely detailed, but still for a good price, then that's the sort of thing I'd go for. But those ones jump out at you, and those ones are obviously set out pre-order wise really quickly. Pop-Up Parade SP Doom Marine by Good Smile for 8,820 yen. This is the sort of thing I'm thinking of, like, it reminds me very much of the Guts Berserk armor. Not, I don't think as detailed, but it's obviously an exact copy of like the old Doom Marine, obviously from the artwork from the game. So it's something I would probably be very tempted to get anyway, since it's just straight out of the cover from the game. And like it's good enough in terms of the quality, you know, especially for the price. You know, it's less than 10,000 yen. And yeah, it looks fine to me. I probably will be pre-ordering this most likely to get this in. At least I can cancel it if I do lose interest in it. But I think it's something I definitely would like to have in my collection since I'm a bit of a gamer. Then we've got Sakamoto Days, Taro Sakamoto by Mega House, 23,100 yen. So non-scale, but he stands at 20 centimeters high in this sort of crouch position. Paint job, very nice. I like the hair's pretty good. Yellow's very hard to do in general, painting on figure. So they looks like they're done pretty good. Pretty rich yellow. So a very warm yellow as well. The cargo pants he's in is very nicely sculpted and painted. And obviously I like this sort of rubble base that he's on. Looking very good as well. So yeah, definitely very nice. Not sure if it's something I'll get, but definitely a very nice Mega House figure. So definitely worth getting a hold of, I think, if you really like the anime. Some more Hololive. These are scales this time. Ukami Mio, but Design Coco. So unlike El Coco, who do budget figures, Design Coco is the obviously their actual scale figure, much higher quality, and actually obviously seem to do deals with different IPs. So yeah, 27,500 yen, June 2026. It's over a year. Very nice. I like this a lot. Outfit looks very nicely done. I love the posing. Love the little obviously game control that she's in. And then I saw this digital effect coming out the top of this game console is very nicely done, and the pixel art here is very nicely done. Very nice looking figure. Definitely, I think if you're a massive gamer and you really like Hololive, definitely worth getting a hold of. There's also Fubuki as well. Same price. This one a bit more flat, but I think it's because of the white, very light skin shade, and then the white outfit, it sort of drowns it out, doesn't give you as much depth, unlike the other one. So that's, I think, the only thing that's a bit different, but very nicely detailed as well in terms of the tail. Very nice looking figure, I think. Very clean lines, obviously, in the black to white transition, which is fine. I don't think that there would be any shading transition for this sort of tail aspect. But yeah, very nice looking figure. And again, like the digital effect parts and the slightly different console that she's standing on top of. So yeah, both of them very good. I'm guessing we'll get more from design character like this. So yeah, very keep an eye out for if you're a big Hololive fan. Onto the adult figures now. We've got some Taimanin Asagi 0, Sakura Igawa 1/6 by Pure, 21,780 yen, December 2025. So this is cast off, but not bare chest. It's basically just the nether region, the lower section. You can see, and then some face plates, two faceplate expressions as well. You know, where she's angry or you know, just normal smiling. So yeah, not too bad, I think. Especially if you've played the Taimanin games, you'll definitely probably want to get these. Paint job looks really nice. I love the oranges, and it's the outfit's spot on from the game and source material. So yeah, very nice looking figure. Very tempted to get this. And then we've also got Asagi Igawa as well. Same price, December 2025. So yeah, very nice. Again, like the hair shading. Love the suit, you know, skin tight suit that they're in. Very nice, like, you know, sort of ninja style aesthetic. Yeah, very nice looking figure. And then I think she doesn't have, yes, so she does have the slit available to be shown if you want. So yeah, both, I think, very nice looking figures. Probably bookmark these to potentially get both of them at the same time. Well, shipped separately. But yeah, and then we've also got this one, Kurumi Purin, illustrated by Aki 1/6 scale by manufacturer Omaha, 15,150 yen. It's a very good price. January 2026. Just, you know, very cutesy girl in an apron. Yeah, in very, I don't know what this in the hand is. Definitely comment if you know what it is. But yeah, the facial expression looks like she's embarrassed, and she can have her cast off without the apron on, obviously. So body sculpt looks very nice. Skin shading looks pretty good. The face is, again, this one seems to be a bit more, you know, a bit more in the cheeks area, where she's a bit more, she might be puffing out her cheeks maybe. It's because of her being embarrassed or something, or she's been caught in an embarrassing position. But yeah, apart from that, very nice looking figure, pretty good. 15,000 yen is very cheap for a 1/6 scale as well, especially cast off. So if you like this a lot, then I would say get it. And then finally, this one's very nice. Hot Venus do an amazing job. Eternal Courtesan Elf 3 Rosalina 1/6, 29,700 yen, April 2026. So way over a year. 13 months. Very nice looking figure. I love the artwork. Love, you know, elves in general. It's super sexy to have. So very good looking figure. I love the proportions. Over the skin shading looks really good. I love the sort of all the accessories, the ankle jewelry bits and pieces they do look like pretty cheap painted, I would say, especially on this jewels and like the toe thing here. But I think when you're looking at her distance, you're not going to be paying to this anyway. You'll be paying attention to obviously her other assets and her feet. But the hair shading is very nicely done as well. Face, I like the face a lot. Very nice, definitely good looking figure, especially if you're into L's. I would definitely be looking to get hold of this one. Only the one faceplate. I wish they maybe two faceplate options would have been nice. But yeah, very nice looking figure. I think something I probably will be pre-ordering most likely. And that does it for this week of AmiAmi figure pre-orders. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Definitely comment for your favourite figure as well that we've looked at. I think the Doom Marine is one that I think a lot of people should probably get, especially if you're a gamer and you've played Doom, just to show that you're interested in the IP as well in your collection. You don't always have to have anime girl waifus in your collection. You can have manly men as well, I would say. So yeah, very good looking figures. Quite a wide spread of figures this week. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I shall catch you in another video. Thanks. Bye.